ウェイボ BLG、去年エッチなカラオケのお店行かないで二重整形の手術をしてたビンさん、そしてシュン、数年前このチーム一緒に抜けようぜって裏で交渉したのがバレて蹴られたジャングル戻ってきたね。追放されてたけど、おいこんなクソみたいなチームやめようぜみたいな感じでさ、味方そそのかして違うチームに飛ぼうとしてたけど、それバレて蹴られたシュンさん、去年4人ぐらいジャングラ試して合わなかったから元に戻したな。シュンが戻ってきた。でナイトは、ちゃんとエッチなカラオケ店行かないでソロ級してた記録がある。ちゃんとしたアリバイがある。で、もともといた ADC 誰だったっけ？エルクか。エルクさんはエッチなカラオケのタイミングで Uber Eats を頼んでたからアリバイがあるって言われてたけど、アリバイあるって言ってたけど、その後から合流することできるだろって突っ込まれてた。人の代わりにバイパー、ミッドがゼガだからっていう噂が流れてますけど、まあでもバイパー自体はね、なんか環境を変えてみたかったみたいなことを言ってたんで、また中国に戻った。EDG で優勝経験あって、中国ではいい経験をしてるよね。で、エッチなカラオケ店で顔がもろ映ってしまったオンさん。女の子の盗撮がもろオンさんが引っかかってたからアリバイもクソもなくて終わったと思ったんだけどね。プライベート WeChat の方でこうやってトカゲの尻尾を切るのかってブチギレてたのに、チームに対してブチギレてたのに結局蹴られてない。まだいるオンさん。まあこれが BLG のメンツです。まあシュンがいた時が BLG 一番強かったから、ビン、シュン、ナイトでバイパーでオン。サポートがな、本当にな、オンさん怪しいと思うけど、他はめっちゃ強いと思うわ。ちゃんとパフォーマンスが戻ればね、ビンさんの。大体ウェイボー、ジカ、JJ、シャオフ、エルク。エルクここにいんのか。で、エアハー、シャオフ、まだいるのか、シャオフ。まあでも結構、なんか名前は聞いたことある人って、サポート以外は知ってるな。エッチな店ってそんなに罪重いの？まあ一応違法な店らしいけど。プラス、くじ運最高に良かったのに中国1位がトップ8で、ボコられたから、そりゃムカつくわな。みんな PLG に期待してたのに、中国1位に期待してたのに、韓国チームに負けるどころか、ノースアメリカとかヨーロッパチームに負けて敗退して、そのままカラオケ店行ったら怒るだろ、それ。あ、てかトップ16で落ちたんだ。トップ8に行けなかったからね。まあ気持ちはわかる。あ、俺たちの1年も終わった。気持ちはわかるけど。違法な店はダメです。なんかナイト死んでた？ OK、ハイライト見てみましょうか。昨日の試合。新生 BLG。ナイトのアジール。お、ザーヘン出てんじゃん。LCK では一回も出てない。バンもされてないぞ、ザーヘン。シャオフー、ルブラン。イグナイトだ。LPL、中国のサーバーは、トップはみんなイグナイト持ちって聞いたけど、さすがにプロはテレポート。ザーヘンとアンベッサがいる。うわ、きめえ。お互いに令和のキャラ。ぶっ壊れてる。オーマイゴー、ソロボーロー。バイパー。ゼカのアジールはダメだけど、ナイトのアジールはソロキル取れる。これを求めていたのか。なんかバイパーにアグロが行っちまった。あー、地獄や。 てか、ナイトってアジール使わないで有名じゃなかったっけ？確かに。アジールだけ使わないイメージあったな。さすがに使うようになったか。369もな、使うようになったし。チームメイトにブチギレられるからな。ベン？ Oh fuck。まあ、ザーヘンはね、序盤が弱すぎるよね。だから、1対1も勝てないし、ウェーブ押されてタワーダイブに繋がっちゃうから、プロの試合は辛そうではある。レンスアップないし。ファームして集団戦できたらバカ強いけど。てか、音ないのか。音入れるわ。
CCs to help catch that LeBlanc, got that top lane quest complete. He teleported back with the upgraded teleport, which gives him a 30% max HP shield, and he used that shield to all of his advantage.
Ooh,
Meanwhile,
so low. Meanwhile, they got a fight here in the mid lane as the Pop Blossom goes on, and the Nautilus is immediately bursted down. However, Shun goes in with the side.
ザーヘン逃げてる。ザーヘンウルトフラッシュで逃げ切った。
Champions being able to survive up in the top side as well as ZETA unable to complete the dive up on the top side of the map.
more characters near the tower, the tankier they are. And so that's why, even though you have 3 champions hitting the tower, it just takes
なんか LPL ではね、スワップがあったとかって聞いたけど。
So they finally do punch through it, but that's a
ちゃんとスワップしたチームが負けたらしい。
this patch compared to the previous one. It's just how long
クエストがあるからな、スワップはマジで弱いと思うけど。
ZETA, he's able to survive from Shun's ulti there.
どんだけ終わってたマッチアップだったんだ。
But both the towers are traded here in the side lanes.
As well as these neutral objectives, most importantly for Waybo, it's going to be Mountain Soul Point secured for themselves. Think about the burst ability.
初戦はウェイボがいい感じ。てか、ウェイボは1試合もうやってるのか。1-0 になってる。BLG は初戦か。
1
シリーズ、ウェイボは勝ってます、ね。
They're still in a good position in this first game against BLG.
ウェイボもメンバー悪くないよ。ナイト
the top lane, a little bit of a play on to ZETA, who does not have that public execution at its disposal, and so shouldn't be able to take him down with the help of Knight. Scoop and score here for BLG, but it'll come at a big cost as XIAOHU will come in and finish off the kill onto the Wukong with his Ignite. And now Knight's going to be in trouble as well as Airhaw lands the Pop Blossom, and Waybo perfectly punished the BLG mid-jungle duo.
Yeah, it looked like the BLG mid-jungle duo there had a really good look there onto ZETA, using the Emperor's Divide, knowing that ZETA didn't have the ulti of his own to help get to the other stalls. Guess what? A 7 gold lead, simply playing better. We have a bit of a fight here.
XIAOHU going for a big play onto Viper, chunks him to half HP.
Wow! XIAOHU!
He's able to escape.
ギリギリ戻ったね。
BLG able to survive the initial assault of Waybo, with ZETA and Elk now pushing down the mid lane to try to get some chip damage onto the tier 1 turret. Shun has started up this dragon, and it should be pretty easy for BLG to finish it off and deny the soul. But JJ still waiting,
50-50.
still hunting to try to go for a bit of a steal. He does have his smite. Into the pit they go. Here's the big burst. Here's the play. Elkguard, he gets the kill onto On, and it's the soul not secured by the side of Waybo. Grim Deliverance in here for Bin, and Knight's flashing over the wall to try to finish off some kills onto Waybo's side. Bin flashes in, gets the kill onto ZETA, but on the backside of things, it's Elk picking one back up in response. XIAOHU and Airha still alive. It's still a 2v2 with them against Knight and XIAOHU, but Knight laner to flee.
They become, whereas that is not the same
look
story.
at On. Was that blind on the XIAOHU? Oh my goodness, allowing for Shun to get a massive play from BLG support, and it's going to allow them to start up this Baron Nashor in a 4v5.
Yeah, that's exactly what BLG needed here, and they just call everything onto this Baron. Waybo's not going to be happy about this.
JJ looking to try to hunt his way back into the pit. Issues the Cataclysm. They're going to go for the full-on fight instead. Knight unable to find anybody here with the Emperor's Divide. And ZETA wreaking havoc onto the backline. And Viper in some trouble with the public execution going on top of him. ZETA almost able to finish off the kill. And he will be able to do so. And on the backside of things, it's Elk finishing off the rest of Bilibili. His former team. And Elk is here with a vengeance. Only Bin is left alive on the LG side, but he's just revived and still very, very healthy in this situation. Finishing
BLG hit nobody, had him out really well, and I think it was just the wrong look there. Another fight.
また目があったら戦
Right
って
back
る。
to action here with the dragon spawning in 7 seconds. Bin
ザヘイ
gets
が死ん
deleted,
だ。
and ZETA goes forward with public execution, burning the spell shield on Viper, but not landing the dragon. Will gives instead soul for Waybo.
Just flip the, and that means
That one bad, but not going.
you want to be murdered a zero ult of the game that just did nothing. And here we go, we got another look. ZETA doesn't get anything. Oh,
Situation
look at
like
this TP spot.
With JaPaneseKorean controlling so much of this space. He
バイパー
finds
の
the
フラッシュ。さすがに終わったな。
For a nine.
Elder to these certainly
何回戦う
will
ね
be
こいつら。
wraps as On is looking for an engage. Bin trying to find some sort of poke, and On already getting assassinated by the likes of ZhaoHu.
エルクが生き残ってる。
Yeah, destroy Leos.
Okay,
You
初
kind
戦
of
は
need to
Waybo
have like a control ward or two
ブリ
and
ッ
just
ツ。
put it right
お、マルファイトだ。
on top of the lantern.
バイパーア
because
フェリオ
there's
ス。
almost immediately good. That is reasonable. But let's see, maybe you don't
Yeah.
have to complete the quest if you
な
just
これ
want a
連鎖アッ
lot
プ
of damage. So
ウェイボが連鎖アップしてない ?What?
I suppose that is reasonable.
連鎖アップすんの？クエストがトップレーンもそうだし、ボトムレーンも進まないからね。半分になっちゃうから。
But let's see, maybe you
Magical.
don't need to complete the quest.
でもこれ別に、なんかスワップするようなフリーマッチアップでもなくねえか？トップもボトムも。まあ、ナーがちょっとスワップに弱いかぐらいだけど。
Quest if you just one shot this guy.
Nice
まあ、
knockup
ナー
from
を殺しまくれる
Aerha.
判断なの
Power
か
grab
な
to make sure that he's able to land that rocket grab himself.
レネクは耐えて。
Once again, taking a ton of turret shots. He's below 100 HP. The minions might not be able to do anything as JJ flashes
まあ
forward.
決めは
It
し
was
た。
risky, but he finally
有利
pays
は取っ
off
た。
as Waybo Gaming
I mean, on this,
in this game. I feel like both teams feeling
そうね、これね、スワップするとドラゴンも取られちゃうし、クエストもだからね、今年からは。
extended, drawn out. Skirmishing down here in the bottom side. Airha
弱そう
lands the
弱い。
rocket grab, but Viper has 6 and is able to just annihilate the Blitzcrank with the help of his Moonlight Vigil
Big hook.
and those Shurikens. An easy 2v2 kill picked up for BLG.
so again, it's a bit of a cross map play. Someone has to tank a death, but they get an objective on the other side of the map.
So BLG able to equalize that gold lead slightly, but JJ will be able to get those 3 grubs, and now BLG gonna add to that lead. And of course, Airha dies for the second time in as many minutes.
Yeah, and funneling that kill into Viper is so meaningful, by the way. I mean, literally is an 850 gold lead right now. I'm pretty sure he just procced cash back, that's why, but...
See if Bin's able to do anything to try to survive this. The towers definitely are more powerful. Himself
out of nowhere, and looks like Bin might be going for the
また連鎖アップしてる。
This is a bold decision. It was a little bit easier to go for it when he was not Mega, but now with an extra mem here in ZhaoHu, gonna make that decision a little bit easier as they will be able to take down
連鎖アップ
Bin
でキュラ
for
取
the
りまくって
third
はいる
kill
の。
of the game.
Well, I guess Zik, you are lit. Just sit under your, or in the probably done anything. You have to be
でもレネクも死んだっ
one
ぽ
who
い。
gets dealt the short straw and win anyway.
Feed and Viper, that's his 3rd kill of the game himself. As now On could be in some trouble using the death sentence, and he uses the Raptors
マジ
to
か。
get
これいけんの
away
かよ。
from the might of Waybo. Elk flashes forward, but will not be able to finish the kill off. Actually are down in gold, but that's just how powerful this Aphelios is at this stage in the game. And they're going to look to try to feed him even more as an unstoppable force once again finds Airha. Well, Elk not going to...
One of the best players in the game, on one of the best champions in the game, being completely spoon-fed.
BLG さ、これクエスト全部コンプリートしてるよね。で、ウェイボはスワップしたから出ねえ。
We've seen countless moments of Viper on the Aphelios.
遅くても15分には出るイメージあったけど。
LPL have incredible moments. In fact, that's what
全く出
won
ない
him Game 5 of his World Championship. Now he's looking for a huge moment here, using the Moonlight Vigil, but he's gonna get caught out and taken down in a 1v3. JJ gets a big shutdown, and Waybo are back in business, baby.
ADC300 ゴールド入るからな、そっからボーナスゴールド。トップは経験値
And
で。
we'll see if BLG even wants to contest this
they're off
whatsoever.
of it.
There's just no way. So you definitely go for as much gold as you possibly can. Perhaps get somebody.
He's giving up one of those dragons. Maybe they want to wait a little bit more. Maybe look for a play instead. As Elk gets knocked.
ランターンからの
a little bit more. Maybe look for a
ウルト
play
エグ。
instead. As Elk gets knocked up alongside Arrow with the unstoppable force of Shun, and Viper gets right back onto the board. The caliber.
This whole Baron Nashor thing isn't as much of a threat to him as most champs.
Oh my gosh. It
Look
is
at
getting
it.
deleted right now. 7,000 HP, however, Waybo do know that this is happening.
It's
and
gone.
Will allow for this Mundo to get close, but it is still secured by the hands of Bilibili Gaming. Shun's able to use the flash to get away, but Waybo still wanted the smoke. They're still looking for the fight, and they will be able to take the Malphite down. ZETA, the back out as well. A teleport his ear port.
The only reason that was so ugly, cooked as missing over the... Yeah, I mean, at least you want to get in range for a 50-50 smite.
ゴールドはイーブン
They
だ。
want more.
アフェリオスバイパーを守れ。バイパー
in severe danger. He flashed
Viper!
away, but still has a lot of healing with that red gun. It's gonna be
死んだ。
Viper eventually getting taken down by the hands of ZETA. But can the rest of BLG come to play without their main carry alive? They get the Renekton as it's still a 1-for-2 in favor of BLG. Elk's able to back away from your defending champions of the LPL from Split 3 of
バイパー
2025.
フラッシュ
Here with a new addition,
バリア
Viper at the AD carry position. You
結
see
構ゴースト取るイメージあるけど
the red
今回はバリア
guns
なん
once
だ
again unlock for Viper, and they find a big scatter the week onto JJ to chunk him to half HP. Meanwhile, ZETA was looking for a flank onto Bin, but unable to find any crucial targets, and now Bin approaching Meganar. The unstoppable
Meganar
force of
Malphite
Shun, and
wombo
that's the
combo.
go button for BLG. 2 members down. XIAOHU forced to jump away, but he will not be able to escape for very much longer.
To navigate.
One shot Elk. How do you know he's able in ZETA?
Right now, I believe it should come up pretty soon here, but it means he can actually be crowd controlled for once.
アフェリオスがキャリーしてるねバイパーが
He just one-shot this.
Getting close to Meganar. There he is. Will he use the ultimate? Already does. Doesn't find a crowd
盗んだ
target. And it's going to be the Baron secured by Waybo. Somehow, some way, BLG have it stolen right under their noses.
ゴールド差はないぞ
And now can go for the fight on the other side of things. Bin has a Sterix pop. ZETA looking to dash forward, and they will take the Gnar down. XIAOHU gets the kill. And now Billy are on the run with Waybo, the ones wearing purple.
え
He thought Mundo was hard to kill. He's got his 4th item, and that's a Protoplasm Harness. Gonna be basically a second ulti if he ever gets
Second
below 30%
Mundo.
HP. Hook
Big
lands
hook.
onto On. Arha landing a nice rocket grab. And
あれ
that's
BLG
getting the kill.
やばそうじゃない
4v5 now opened up across the map as Bin teleports in.
ゴールド負けてる
They're trying to
4ドラ
defend
持ってるけど
his bot lane tier 1, but that will not happen. There's still the empowered minions for the next 60 seconds, and Waybo are gonna make the most of
BLG
it.
Oh, this is
と AL
so
の
awkward
2強だと
too,
思ってたのに
because as Viper, he's
な
got
かな
a
か強い
Lord
ね
Dominic's
Waybo
regards and an Executioner's calling. He knows he needs to cut this healing, but this Executioners can't do anything.
LPL 基本
Luckily,
ど
he
こも
gets
怪
the
しい
extra inventory slot, but
ここ数年
yeah, this Mundo,
LCK
as I
一強だも
kind
ん
of
な
theorized, is just gonna be such an amazing champion for Waybo.
Oh,
They
double
ulti
force.
onto him.
They're gonna have to try to just one-shot him, but he cleanses away, pops the ulti, and JJ will not fall. This Mundo is immortal, and Elk's gonna land the kill onto Shun as well. XIAOHU on the flank. Knight and Viper are very low, and Waybo will continue their push with the Baron buff.
ウェイボ
And
勝ち
guess
そうだ
what,
けど
Graves? He didn't even have to much more
So
heal.
laggy.
Even
JJ
We're ahead now. There's no item you can build to punch through this Mundo right now. Here we go.
another hook. It lands onto Shun. He's going to have to use the lantern from On to get away. But JJ is still just going to walk straight into the opposition. And XIAOHU has found a massive flank, but he gets knocked up. And is gonna get taken down with the unleashed power. A massive mistake by the mid laner of Waybo Gaming could end up costing them this team fight. Here goes Bin. He's Meganar, lands the wall up, and gets the Gnar on to ZETA. 2-0 BLG. And they're going to push down mid to look for more.
Yeah, I mean, XIAOHU was just doing too much right there. He's like one of the only ways you can. He got completely huge. BLG, and that's
ギルダーバロン4ドラ
Longer,
さすがに勝ったか BLG
inspired by that. 2 inhibitors cider, and it's a storm.
Viper. He cares that much. He's willing to do.
Having, you know, the Huya feeds not been the kindest to us today. We have.
He's will tank back. I need to be on it. Just clicking
構
on
成
his.
がサイヨンジャオタリアミスフォーチュンそういえば LCK でミスフォーチュン見ないなバイパーはミスフォーチュンミスフォーチュンのセットアップ怪しいけどなバイカシオエズブラウム
Forehead and ulting him. How dare you put me on a tank? But Bin, on the other hand, you gotta give him respect.
Not been the kindest to us today. We appreciate you all being
よ
here.
かったビンのレクサイ
Now
じゃ
we're
な
gonna
く
look
て
towards the bottom lane, and what a play from Knight, Viper, and On. They get first blood onto Elk to open
starts for them.
ボトム
But
ダイ
yeah,
ブ
this
成
is
功
definitely a dead Talia.
JJ return.
Whether it's stronger
倍
overall champion, just
カシオの
given
宮妻えぐ
that
いよ
she
ね
has to just do ridiculous amounts of damage. If she's getting a 700 gold lead grapes, regardless.
And so that's gonna at least try to equalize things a bit. But the rest of the map is now Waybo looking to establish positioning around this second dragon.
Yeah, on ghosting in with the spellbook looks
ブ
like
ラームが
they
今
really
マジで
want,
強いらし
Era
い
here.
バンドルパイプで
They get hit up by here, the seismic
Solo
jump as
kill
well.
勝率
A lot of
55%
crowd control has found the brawl.
死んだ
Just perfectly executed. And now
Oh,
on the
no.
button knock
オン
on
さん
the
が
Xiao as well.
強い
He flagged BL.
Yes, was
Good kill.
losing huge blunder, just be completely unkillable.
Speaking of
Xiaohu
Casio,
could be
Knight
caught
comes in
out.
with a teleport looking to try to punish Xiaohu, but JJ is right in the perfect position.
You just hit someone once, and you're gonna, and she gets increased benefit from that movement speed. Rek'Sai burning the flash here, by the way.
Knight certainly not as strong as we were maybe hoping.
おお
him to
スタック
be
したすげ
in the
え
game. He traps Zika with the Weaver's Wall and sets up for On to land a little bit of crowd control with this combo. The seismic shove lands as well. Zika unable to use that Void Rush because he has not hit Knight recently enough, but he buys enough time for JJ to once again join the fight.
レクサイどんだけしぶといんだ
For the third time this
おー
game.
死んじゃおがまた吹っ飛ばした
This time around, and the Crescent Guard sends JJ to his doom.
And it's on the scoreboard. Snowball the game, one of the more recent plays.
Great, but nobody.
I mean, on top of his actual hit points, he must have 4,000 or 5,000 right now. So,
いいやし
yeah,
いい試合
I
してん
mean,
ね
a true shot, barrage, just doing nothing.
By pulling away some damage onto this mid lane tier 1, and On could be in some danger as well. He has to use that headbutt to get away from the opposition.
Trojan stacking passive to actually keep up with this MF right now. So there's a huge discrepancy in the 80 carries power level right now. I really feel like BLG is going to push the envelope.
Oh, Xiaohu could be in some danger. The
Uh-oh,
miasma doesn't
beta
stop
足
the
で
Scion
引っかか
ult,
っ
but it's a big
た
amount of damage. Lady, to Arcane shift away. Screw that.
In terms of the flash configuration does come back. That was the unfortunate fullest, but
BLG now going to fully capitalize in. So one more wave sort of answer here. The Weaver's Wall has come out as Knight joins the 4v4 around this top side. Era tries to go forward with the Unbreakable. He gets stunned. Percent HP. What was a start
Shields.
the objective up first.
yeah, these top laner shields are just going to be insane.
サイオンのさテレポートシールドやえぐそう
Looking to dash in, try to
で
pick
か
up a bit of a steal of this dragon. Gonna be a full
硬すぎだろ
50-50 actually as they both get into the pit and it's secured by the Xin Zhao. Soul point for BLG, but can
自
they
分の HP の
escape after the
30% だから
initial
ね
fight?
サイオンだと
Guardian
やばい
Angel has been procced by Shun. He
Wait a
should most
minute.
likely be taken down, and that is one big
Getting the Baron or getting some kind of an ace or something. I mean, it's really tough, but it's possible.
Well, looks like they won't have a smite on BLG's side, but a big petrifying gaze from
Viper
Xiao.
フラッシュアウトして
Let Allen down very, very low.
バイパーウルトでエズリアルを
But the bullet
狙
time
う
nearly takes him down. Scion is doing a bunch of damage, but he will not be able
No
to kill
way.
the Ezreal. Waybo able to win out on the fight. They get both of the 2 kills onto the Talia and the Alistar, and only Ben is left still standing. To me,
No over, but Gold League does something.
it might be a whole lot more in the next few minutes as Waybo suddenly are able to
Waybo が
make
バロン
this
取った
push
ゴールド
with the
逆転
Baron buff into their hands. Gold in their hands for the first time in quite a while, with the top side of the map certainly benefiting in a large way. You see, of course, Elk approaching that 5th item now.
It was miasma that they caught him out of the GA, but now with
Here goes initial engage. Bin going for Xiaohu, not landing the knockout,
Wow.
but the seismic shove from Knight is massive.
なんかシャフ一生引っかかってん
match
だ
them in the 5v5. These inventories, I think Waybo can certainly match them in the 5v5.
Seismic Xiaohu the
It's the
Oh, and now
unstoppable onside Xiaohu just being super far up. No way of evading the
and now
unstoppable onslaught from
he shifts
side. That's
away,
another
but
pick.
Shun is going to
Uh-oh.
fall. And now it is Zika.
Waybo
looking to
いい
try
感
to
じだったのに
split his way to
シージができない
right now. Will need to buy.
終わる
Up
か
in the hand, stay alive.
Xiaohu.
Xiaohu comes in, looking to try to save the game from BLG. They're looking for Viper. They end up taking him down. But will it be enough? Guardian Angel already popped, and now Zika could be in some trouble alongside
Here
JJ.
comes
this game, but Elk has come back, looking to
Let him
try to
cook.
take his former team down underneath his own Nexus. Crescent guard popped by Shun. Elk still remains untouched here on the back line. Nobody from BLG wanting to go in on him just yet. There's the one becomes lightning. He
さすがに終わらん。
shifts away from the audacious charge, and ZETA has come back in with a full set of HP.
Wow.
Going in with the ulti. Void rush onto on, but he will not fall. ZETA still able to dash
Bilibili
away.
のダメ
One
ージが
Nexus
足り
tower
ねえ。
still left standing. Era eventually drops. Nobody on BLG will die. And Elk might have to watch his former team end the game before his very eyes. Knock up onto 2, and that's gonna do it. BLG were standing at death's door, but they come all the way back.
危な BLG 勝ったけど
From today's matchup, which mo-
of 2026.
全然負けれたね。なるほどね。まあまだシーズン序盤ですから。1試合目ですから。いやー、ハイライトだったけど、バイパー危なかったな。